All right, this is what happened. I got fired from WebMD. Now, I thought I was onto something revolutionary. No, scratch that, world-changing. WebMD was already a household name, but I wanted to take it to the next level. I wanted to give people more than just endless scrolling through symptoms. So I came up with the idea that was going to redefine healthcare advice forever. Mom AI. Look, we all know that no matter how advanced technology gets, no one gives better advice than your tough, no-nonsense mom. She's been through it all. Kids, careers, burnt casseroles. And that one time you had chicken pox and she still made you go to school. So I thought, why not harness that? Why not give people the medical advice they really need? The kind their mom would give them. The premise was simple. You input your symptoms as usual, and Mom AI would kick in with that classic tough love wisdom. It didn't matter what the symptom was. Mom AI had an answer, usually starting with, "Oh, please." For example, if you entered, "I have a headache," Mom AI would respond with, "It's probably because you're always on that phone. Drink some water and go to bed. I didn't raise a complainer." Cold? Put on a sweater. You think I had heat when I was growing up? You'll survive. Feeling anxious? You don't know what real stress is, kid. When I was your age, I had 3 jobs and 2 kids. Now go clean your room. You'll feel better. Guys, it was genius, or so I thought. Turns out not everyone appreciated this level of tough love healthcare. I started getting complaints, which I brushed off at first. I mean, sure, one person might not want to hear Mom AI's response to their rash. You probably got that from not showering after gym class. Put some ointment on it and stop whining. But it's the truth, right? That's what any real mom would say. Things really went south when someone reported chest pain and Mom AI told them, "You're fine. Sit down, have a glass of milk, and stop thinking about it so much. You're just like your father." WebMD's legal team didn't find that too hilarious. My boss, Gary, who, by the way, has never had a single visionary idea in his life, called me into his office. He had this sour look on his face. You know how they get, probably still bitter from when I proposed Mom AI's diet plan, which mostly consisted of eat your vegetables and quit complaining about the broccoli. Gary clearly wasn't raised on tough love. Anyway, he said, "We've had a lot of complaints." Complaints? That's what he called it? Complaints are just feedback with more character in my book. But no, apparently telling someone who's concerned about insomnia, you wouldn't have trouble sleeping if you didn't stay up all night worrying about nonsense, was a little too real for people. He went on saying something about liability and medical standards and empathy, which is a fancy way of saying that WebMD just wasn't ready for the harsh realities of Mom AI. Sure, maybe suggesting that someone with stomach cramps was overreacting because I ate whatever was on my plate and I turned out fine wasn't what they wanted to hear. But let's be real. That's what their mom would have said. So there I was, fired for being too innovative. They packed up my things and walked me out as if I was some kind of healthcare anarchist. Now, WebMD will continue giving people advice, okay? But I'll still be out here, still believing in the power of tough love. But I'll tell you what. One day, people will realize they needed Mom AI in their lives. When they're lying in bed, convinced that their headache is a brain tumor, they'll long for the no-nonsense advice of a stern mom figure saying, "You're just dehydrated. Drink some water and get over yourself." Mom AI wasn't just an AI. It was the voice of every tough love mom who ever raised a kid. And you know what? They weren't wrong.